From the silks of China to the glassware of Rome, every merchant on the sea had to pass through a single, narrow needle's eye, the Strait of Malacca. And for 5 centuries, a shadow empire held the thread. If you paid their price, you got rich. If you didn't survive the Strait. This wasn't a land empire defined by borders on a map. It was a liquid one. Srivijaya maintained a monopoly on the horizon. Their secret weapon? The orang laut, the sea people. These weren't just sailors. They were the empire's enforcers. A private navy of nomadic mercenaries who patrolled the mangroves. They funneled every global trade vessel into Srivijaya's ports, creating a stranglehold on the world's economy from the deck of a boat. The wealth was staggering. They sent tributes to the Chinese emperor so lavish, ivory, pearls, and mountains of incense, that it fundamentally shifted the taste of the imperial court. But here is the haunting paradox. All that gold, all that global influence was funneled back to a capital made of nothing. No marble, no granite. Just a sprawling, opulent metropolis of wood and bamboo, perched precariously on stilts over the mud. They own the world's trade, but they own no land. They were masters of the sea who refused to touch the earth. But how do you keep a floating kingdom from simply drifting away? Next, we step onto the rafts of a city that could weigh anchor and vanish overnight. Follow to trace the ghost. Comment Strait for the trade route map. Every morning, for 500 years, a heavy gold coin was tossed into the water. This was the golden tax, a payment to the sea by an empire that refused to touch the earth. Welcome to Srivijaya, the most powerful kingdom you've likely never heard of. It didn't own land, it owned the water. Srivijaya controlled the Strait of Malacca, the world's ultimate choke point. If you wanted to trade between China and India, you paid. To enforce this, Srivijaya used a private navy of sea nomads called the orang laut. They weren't just sailors, they were enforcers. Refuse to pay, your ship was seized. Resist, you vanished. This floating army funneled unbelievable wealth back to the capital. But here's the haunting paradox. The capital city, the center of this global power, was built on mud. No brick, no stone, a kingdom of wood and bamboo that refused to touch the earth. How does an empire this powerful vanish without leaving a single ruin?